Part 1, The Birth of the Bicentennial Quarter. The Bicentennial Quarter wasn't just any coin, it was a symbol of American pride and celebration. In 1976, the United States marked its 200th anniversary of independence. To honor this monumental milestone, the U.S. Mint redesigned the reverse side of the Washington Quarter, replacing the traditional eagle with a drummer boy surrounded by a ring of stars and the inscription, 1776 to 1976. This design was chosen after a national competition, and the winning artwork by Jack L. Ahr brought patriotic energy to coinage like never before. The Mint produced billions of these quarters across 3 facilities. Philadelphia, no mint mark. Denver, D mint mark. San Francisco, S mint mark. But among these billions, a handful have become ultra-rare treasures, fetching mind-blowing values due to minting errors, composition oddities, and pristine conditions. Gemstone Part 2, What makes the 1976 D quarter valuable? You might think with such a high mintage, no 1976 D quarter could be rare. But that's what makes this coin even more exciting. Here's what turns a 25-cent coin into a $250,000 payday. Fire 1. Mint errors. Some 1976 D quarters were struck on the wrong metal planchet. Instead of the regular copper-nickel-clad composition, they were struck on 40% silver planchets meant for proof coins, by mistake. These wrong planchet errors are extremely rare and can be worth $10,000 to over $100,000, depending on grade and condition. Fire 2. Double die obverse, DDO, and reverse, DDR. A small number of 1976 D quarters exhibit strong doubling on the date, the word liberty, or the "In God We Trust" inscription. These double die varieties are highly sought after and can sell for $1,000 to $5,000 or more. Fire 3. Off-center and misaligned strikes. Quarters that were struck off-center, where the design is shifted or partially missing, can fetch values from $500 to $3,000, especially if the date is still fully visible. Fire 4. High-grade mint state coins, MS 67 and above. Even without errors, a perfectly preserved 1976 D quarter in mint state, 67 or better can be extremely rare. These coins are slabbed and graded by companies like PCGS or NGC, and the highest graded examples have sold for over $6,000 to $8,000. Chart increasing Part 3, Real auction prices, what these coins sell for. Let's break down actual auction values and see how wild things can get with the 1976 D Bicentennial Quarter. Coin type grade value struck on 40% silver planchet MS 63 $12,500 to $18,000 struck on nickel or penny planchet MS $20,000 to $40,000 double die obverse MS 65 $3,000 to $5,000 off center error 30% plus AU, MS $1,000 to $3,500 MS. 67 regular strike certified $6,500 top pop MS, 68 certified $15,000 to $20,000 proof error, silver planchet PF $75,000 to $250,000. Yes, some of these coins, when graded perfectly or struck in error, have crossed the $200,000 mark at auction. Part 5. Historical significance of the Bicentennial Quarter. The 1976 Bicentennial Quarter is more than just a collectible, it's a symbol of national pride. It was the first time in modern history that the U.S. Mint redesigned circulating coinage to commemorate an event. Millions of Americans hoarded these quarters in 1976 as keepsakes, but few knew that hidden among them were coins of massive value. Whether it's a silver strike error, a misprint, or a coin preserved in perfect mint state, the 1976 D quarter remains one of the most popular coins for collectors, and one of the most likely to produce an unexpected jackpot. Part 1, The Background, the Washington Quarter Legacy. Before we dive into what makes the 1992 D quarter so special, let's take a quick look at the series it belongs to. The Washington Quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. It replaced the standing Liberty Quarter and became a staple in U.S. coinage. From 1932 to 1998, the design remained mostly unchanged, featuring Washington's bust on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. The 1992 D quarter, minted in Denver, looks just like any other modern Washington quarter. But appearances can be deceiving, because within that same year, something rare and valuable happened. Gemstone Part 2, the rarity, what makes the 1992 D quarter valuable. While millions of 1992 D quarters were produced, over 389 million to be exact, what makes some of them ultra-rare is the presence of an error called the close AM reverse, which is not supposed to appear on any regular circulation 1992 D quarter. Let me explain. Magnifying glass tilted left, the close AM error. In 1992, the U.S. Mint used two different reverse designs for the Lincoln cent, penny. Wide AM, normal spacing between the letters A and M in America. Close AM, a much narrower spacing. But somehow, dies intended for proof coins or alternate denominations were accidentally used to strike business strike coins, including quarters. These die mix-ups, known as mule errors, are incredibly rare, and can increase a coin's value from 25 cents to $25,000 or more instantly. Collectors have been hunting for these oddities for years, and only a handful of 1992 D quarters have been found with proof-style features or abnormal reverse types, making them ultra-rare modern treasures. High Voltage Part 3, Other Valuable 1992 D quarter errors. Beyond the close AM variety, there are other rare mint errors that can make your 1992 D quarter explode in value. Fire 1. Off-center strikes. These occur when the coin isn't perfectly aligned during striking, creating a cut-off effect where parts of the design are missing. The more off-center it is, without losing the date, the more valuable it becomes. Some have sold for $1,000 to $5,000. Fire 2. Double die obverse, DDO. Coins with doubled features on Washington's face, the date, or the word Liberty are prized by collectors. These are known as double die errors, and one strong 1992 DDO quarter sold for over $7,000. Fire 3. Wrong planchet strikes. This error occurs when a coin is struck on a blank intended for a different denomination, such as a nickel or foreign coin. A 1992 D quarter struck on a nickel planchet fetched over $15,000 in auction. Fire 4. Clipped planchets. Part of the coin appears bitten off. These unusual errors can sell from $500 to $2,500, depending on how dramatic the clip is. Part 4, Market Value, What Collectors Are Paying. Let's look at real-world auction values for these rare 1992 D quarters. Type of coin / error grade / condition auction price close AM mule error mint state, MS, 65, $25,000 to $35,000 off-center strike XF, AU $1,000 to $5,000 DDO, double die, MS, 64 $7,200 struck on wrong planchet MS $15,500 clipped planchet VF, AU $500 to $2,000 regular 1992, D, MS, 67, top pop $300 to $600. And remember, certified coins, especially by PCGS or NGC, bring the highest premiums. One viewer might find a raw error coin and, after grading, see its value multiplied 10x or more. Magnifying glass tilted left. Classical Building Part 6, the 1992 D quarter in U.S. coin history. The 1992 D Washington quarter represents a transition point in U.S. minting. The era before the state quarters program, which launched in 1999, was seen as routine and unremarkable, until collectors discovered these error coins and variety anomalies. These discoveries remind us that even modern coins, the ones in our pockets right now, can contain unbelievable value, if we just know what to look for. In fact, some collectors believe undiscovered mule errors or double dies from 1992 are still out there, just waiting to be found.